As you know, in response to the allegations that LSU mishandled cases of sexual and domestic violence dating back a number of years, we retained Hush Blackwell, a firm renowned for their expertise in this area, to take a deep and critical look at our approach to these cases, as well as our overall reporting and support practices. Today really is a pivotal day for LSU. We find ourselves at the crossroads of a review process that has revealed a sad and unfortunate chapter of our university's history. But this review will also provide a way forward into the future, a future in which history doesn't repeat itself and lasting changes are made to ensure that LSU is a safer, more protective, and welcoming community for everyone, and a place where reports of domestic and sexual violence are handled with the highest professional standards and in a sensitive and compassionate manner. Scott Schneider of Hush Blackwell is with us today by Zoom. He will present the report of his firm has completed over the past 3 months, and I'm going to turn the microphone over to him in a minute. But before I do, I want to offer my sincere apology to the survivors of domestic and sexual violence on our campus. I'm extremely thankful for those who have bravely come forward to share their experiences with us. Everyone in our LSU family owes a deep debt of gratitude because it is through your courage and strength that future students will not go through the same challenges. I promise you, we will use the lessons learned from your experiences to make significant improvements, both on our campus and in our broader campus community. I'm also very grateful to the many students who contacted Hush Blackwell during their investigation to meet with them and share their thoughts, as well as the student organization representatives and employees who participated in interviews with the firm. All of your input and feedback is extremely valuable, and we greatly appreciate it. I also want to thank Mr. Schneider and his colleague, Paige Duggins-Clay, who is also with us by Zoom, for their thorough, candid, and frankly painful assessment of LSU's Title IX reporting history. The important job they were asked to do was not easy, and it was made even more difficult by the fact that in some cases, years have passed, and many, many key individuals have moved on from LSU. After hundreds of interviews and countless hours of research and investigation, what Hush Blackwell has delivered today is exactly what we need: a brutally honest, objective, and transparent evaluation of our culture. What should be among a university's most prized assets, its culture, has at times been our biggest liability. We've been forced to take a hard look in the mirror, and to be perfectly clear, we don't like what we see. Perhaps most troubling of all about the report's findings is the knowledge that, whether through our actions or inactions, our institutions betrayed the very people it was entrusted to protect. Our students look to us to keep them safe, and if that's not possible, to support them in their times of need. It has become abundantly clear we haven't always fully lived up to our commitment. In some cases, we may have kept our promises, but in others, we have failed miserably, and that is simply not acceptable. When it comes to something as serious and as fundamentally important as this, one failure is too many, and we have many more than one. But out of institutional betrayal, hopefully can come institutional courage. Today and going forward, I promise to face the truth and do what is morally right in every instance, despite the pain or the short-term cost. We pledge to protect and care for those who depend on us. While the content of the report is not positive, I am positive about one thing. We are committed to bringing about real concerted change that will make us a better, safer university in the future. We owe it to the brave survivors who told us about their experiences. We owe it to our past, current, and future students. And we owe it to anyone who has ever put their trust in LSU. Today, we draw a line from which we can measure our progress going forward. With that, I'll turn it over to Scott Schneider of Hush Blackwell.